Sure, here's a unique...
Boom, boom, boom. Tick, tick. We tick, ticker. Ticker than a snicker. Good morning. Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be diving into Luce Spenta, a chilling psychological horror game where every flicker, every shadow can mean danger. Can we survive when what hides beyond the darkness, or will silence swallow us whole? I don't know, chat. Stay close, Desirable Nation, and whatever you do, don't look away. I need to fix some things, obviously, before we start. There we go, that's a little bit better. And then we need to bring up the game and see if the game capture is gonna work. So, Luce, nope, not this chat. Luce, Spenta. There we go, chat. Woo-hoo. So it is I think it's like a visual novel, psychological horror game. So if y'all enjoy those games, some people find them to be like a snooze fest. If you like it, you like it, enjoy. And if you don't, I apologize. We're just playing something different today. There's a whole bunch of games I have to review at this time. So we're going to be dabbling into a lot of varieties and a lot of, how do I say it? Is it working now? Come on, streamer bot. The flip. If not, I'll have to do it the old school way. I'll have to do it the bot way. See if this works. Without the right tab. You're always number one. You're always numero unos in chat. W's. 0. Darth Spaghetti, thank you so much for that sub again. I did post my community game notice on YouTube. So if y'all want, and it is a free game that everybody can play. So I was thinking what we could do is play it probably Thursday night, Friday during the day, after I'm done another game, and then maybe Friday night, and then Saturday night, I think that's what I decided on. Cup, what up? Welcome. Thank you for the twerk. I hope your Arc Raiders is going amazing. I've been watching, I've been like lurking and twerking as well. Let's see if this works. I don't think Botrix is here. Botrix kind of took the day off, and I think StreamerBot. Oh, there's an error. I'm not even in the chat. It looks like, is there a connection problem? Is it broken? Steven, what up? You're gonna freaking lose your legendary. Why? Steven, tell me something. Tell me why. Okay, let's start the game. This is a game of choices. Every decision you make can alter the course of the story and your experience as a player. Okay. So chat, do y'all want to pick a choice? Do you want to pick the choices? Or do you feel like... Let me save. Let me save already, chat. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. So, what are like prefix preferences? Okay. Back history, skip. I don't want to skip. We'll do the auto, I guess. This game contains sensitive content and strong themes such as suicide, homicide, war, corruption, psychiatric illness, and abuse. Discretion is advised, chat. Ooh. She looks pretty gothy, mommy. Oh, there you are. Welcome. Who are you? Or ... chat? do this. Let me know if y'all have played the game. If you like it, dislike it. Let me know all of your thoughts, interests, questions and answers. You don't know, Steven? What do you mean you don't know? What don't you know? Through the bombing and tough welcoming. We're gonna go, who are you? Who are you and why am I here, chat? I am Morta. This one's for all the gooners today in chat. Don't be afraid. You're not dead. You know better than anyone where you are. I should be asking you, who are you? What's your name? We're gonna put Desirablebottom, obviously. Desirablebottom! Hector! Desirablebottom. Fine, I'll remember it. What is she gonna do? We're kind of twinning right now. Your name already says more than you think. Let's continue. Right? It's a name you'll never forget, chat. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. This is a place outside of time. What comes next is decided here. You'll face stories that aren't yours, but they'll speak about you, who you are, and what you value. In the end, you'll pass judgment. There aren't truly correct answers. Okay. But you are the judge. You will judge. Ready to look inward? Don't answer. You'll do it anyway. That's why you open this file on your computer, isn't it? Free from the blasted ads. Morta. Yes, I see everything. And that's why I'm here. Don't worry about trying to decipher. For now, this is a place where the soul is judged. Though perhaps you already sensed it. 5 graves, 5 stories. Each one will put you to the test. Choose carefully. Not everyone can withstand looking at themselves. And not everyone is willing to accept what awaits them. I will guide you on the path ahead, Desirablebottom. Which grave are we picking, chat? Y'all want to pick? Zero the bunny says, hydrate. I got you. I'm hydrating with some coffee. The middle one? Ivan? This guy? Smack dab in the middle. Says Zero the bunny. Let's do it. Ivan. Who's everybody else? Okay, there's Adrian. Let me do it. Let me just check the names, but we'll pick yours, Zero. Rebecca. Ivan. Silent Child. Ooh, she looks pretty. Amira. But see, she looks different from all the other ones. See, all the other ones got purple eyes. And she doesn't. She's like a different kind of ghost, I bet. But you said the middle, so let's go for Ivan. Let's hear Ivan's story. I'm ready. Okay, let's do like a quick save. Or like save. Where we pick the things, right? Okay. Ivan, you said. Ooh. Ivan! I'm surprised you started with him. Surely you choose him out of laziness. Picking the closest one in his tomb? I'm just teasing you. Zero. You're about to hear a story that smells of smoke, cynicism, and I don't know what else, chat. I don't want to influence you. Just pay attention because you've truly started strong. Ooh, see? That's good. Good evening. I'm Ivan. I don't expect you to understand me nor even listen to me. He looks mean. But since I'm dead, at least give me the pleasure of telling you something my way. Okay. After all, I'm not just anyone. I was someone very important in life. Someone who gave his people what they deserved. Why are you looking at me like that? Something tells me I shouldn't trust you. Just speak. I'm here to judge you. Let's go with... I feel like that's what he's saying. He said he gave people what they deserved, but that's what I feel like. I feel like we shouldn't trust him. Something tells me I shouldn't trust you. And who do you think you are? Ha 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 ha. You're here to do a job, so do it and listen to my story. Fragmented Memory 2024. Comrades, thank you for being here today, for showing that the people are still standing. A nice phrase to start with to make it seem like I need them. They won't break us. They won't silence us with fear for misery. We have something they will never understand. Unity! They love the word unity. They don't even know what it means, but warms their chest when they hear it. They want to divide us, push us into despair, but we here in this square, we resist. Resist, yes. What a loyalty word. With hunger, with debt, with inflation, with hope hanging by a thread, and believing I am the answer. They promised us progress, and what did they give us? Hunger, violence, inequity, inequality. And I give them the same or worse, but with better speech. But here today, we say it clearly, we're not afraid. We belong to no one, and we will not kneel. God, how they love to shout when I raise my voice. As predictable as bad soap opera. We know about struggle. We know about sacrifice. We know it's time to collect what we're owed. Collect? If only they knew I'm the one creating the debt, not the system. Not for me, not for the microphone, not for the chair I occupy, for you, for your children, for those no longer here. Your children, how nice. Maybe one day they'll work for me. Because each of you has dignity tattooed on your soul, and that cannot be erased. If they had dignity, they wouldn't be here swallowing my lies with teary eyes. Enough ruling for the few. Power belongs to the people. That's why today, in front of Parliament, we show that we will not be silent. It's our right and our power. Sounds like a protest to me, chat. And of the one who knows how to use it best, every time one of you surrenders, they win. But when you fight, they tremble. Yes, they tremble with laughter when they see how much applause I get after voting against you. I didn't come here to promise. I came here to deliver. I came here to tell you the truth. The truth? I don't care about any of you as long as you keep giving me power. That's messed up, chat. We will take back what is ours. We will return dignity to the people and the workers. And in the meantime, I'll take what's mine. Well hidden, of course. Work is the last thing we do. So workers, good for them. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing. Yes, until the next well-painted lie, this game is beautiful. Without lifting a finger, I practically fill my pockets. Survival of the fittest. While others work months just to buy a used car, I have a new one, paid for with their taxes. That's some BS, chat. Secretary. Everything all right, sir? The crowd is ecstatic. Yes, I am fine. I brought you some water. Hydrate, chat. Like, really hydrate with the waters this time. Did you see how they swallowed it all? Incredible. You know how to handle a crowd, sir. I think this is it for them, but this is power, and I'm the one who holds it. Shall we go back to the office? Yes, let them keep waving their flags down there. I've done my part for today. Okay. Whoa, hello there. As she entered the office, Ivan saw her sitting in his chair, legs crossed as if the place belonged to her. I didn't know you were coming. Ooh, surprise! I felt like watching the governor in action. Okay, this is Anna. Did you come to congratulate me or to control me? I can do both at once. Depends on what you want to take from me this time. Ooh. Oh, don't be paranoid. You know, I don't need to take anything from you. I already have your last name, 2 kids, and half of your public image. I love your compliments, really. Tell me, did you come alone? Were you expecting cameras? Relax, I didn't come with the press. Today, I came for myself. That sounds more dangerous than any journalist. Remember your position. Oh, she's a journalist? Your chief of staff let me through. I told him it was some family related. It was clear he didn't want to ask too many questions. And what's so family related that brought you here? Felix had a fever since last night. The nanny said he's acting strange, don't want to eat. That's usually what happens. Why do I spend money on a nanny if she's gonna come and tell me the kid has a cold? And you had to come and tell me that in person? I needed to remind that besides having applauders, you have children. I never forget them. I just choose not to show them off in public like you do. Sounds like an argument. I take care of them my way. You know what always fed me is my image. And you're not gonna change that now. So is this emotional ambush, or did you just come and see me sweaty and powerful after a rally? I know that turns you on. You know, sometimes I'm surprised people don't see you for who you really are. That politician mask still feels like a mystery to me. Mystery chamber. It's not that they don't see it, they just prefer not to. Like me. They looked at each other for a few seconds. She kept that perfect smile, though her eyes gleamed like blades. She was pissed. I get it, Chuck. I'll take care of it. Call the private doctor to check on him. Send the results to my secretary. Thank you, darling. Steven! and you don't show up like this again, at least give notice. I already have the opposition on TV and social media saying I'm lazy, always on vacation, and always pushing useless social programs. Last thing I need them is to saying my wife comes to visit me at the office. She fixed her hair with the TV chime that sold so well. It bought me anything, but I knew how useful it was. How thoughtful, not even a kiss, not even a smile. I don't get paid to act at home. Her smile is flawless. Empty like everything we said we signed, that contract, disguised as a marriage. Ooh, secretary. Yes, sir. Escort her, make sure she doesn't get lost in the building. Don't worry, I always know how to leave on my own. Her heels echoed like a hollow applause as she left. She closed the door without looking back. Now then, tell me what I have for today. Very well. This morning you have a meeting with the union representatives. The topic is the redistribution of the general budget. Oh, redistribution. Tell them it's for social justice. We'll give the workers their share, but they'll have to wait. Cancel it. I'll use the time to rest a bit. Steven, you don't know you keep changing your mom's name and the name back and forth? After that, the private lunch with the internal delegation, they're requesting support for the trade initiative in the province. They'll have my support if they pay the amount of the tariffs I set for them. Sound familiar, chat? They'll cancel, sir. That's the idea. And your level is 1702. That's what's up, Steven. Mid-afternoon, you'll visit the home of a poor single mother for an official campaign. I hope she at least knows how to cook since I'll be spending time there. She should call herself lucky. And at the end of the day, review the quarterly economic report with the provincial parliament members. You'll be at max level? That's what's up. It's realistic. Then it's already, will the opposition be there and a journalist? Both, so busy days are coming. All right, I'll handle it. Let's start the farce. Chill, what up? Good. In that case, I'll call you directly to go to Rebecca's house. The woman for the several hours later. 2 hours later. The house smelled of damp, reheated garlic and something I couldn't place. Dampness. Maybe abandonment? Rebecca greeted me with a smile far too wide. How small and dark her kitchen was. Sir, welcome. What a thrill to have you here. Honestly, I never thought you'd come yourself. Oh, she's got a son. I like being close to the people and hearing what they need. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what to do. Sometimes it's good to step out the office. How you doing, Ice? What you up to? What you been doing? Alive. The only reason I was there was because a photo in that kitchen was worth more than the campaign. I was at your speech this morning. I shouted until I lost my voice. It was incredible. Thank you for being there. The people need that kind of energy. We sure do. We need that good juju, chat. I knew exactly what to say. I had done it 1,000 times. Oh, it's like rehearsed. It's a script. I don't care what people say online about theft, corruption, and all that nonsense. I followed you forever since you got into government. I'll never forget the first time I saw you on TV. You're doing good. How am I? I'm doing well. No complaints. Perfect. An emotional militant without a filter. Just what I needed. Sorry if everything's a bit messy. I tried to clean, but my son was restless. And, well, you know, it's perfect. Don't worry about that. I also have children, and I know what a home is. That's what matters. I sat carefully on a wobbly chair. If I fell and made a fool of myself. She brought a dish with something that looked like stew, but with a suspicious texture. Ooh, it's a little bit sussy. I cooked something simple. I don't have much. I made it with love. If you don't like it, don't worry. I'm sure it will be delicious. A lie. I hated food from houses like this. But I had to swallow my pride. And the stew. Delicious. It reminds me of my mother's stew in winter. I never had a mother. She died in childbirth. I'm so glad. My son loves the stew too. He doesn't know who you are yet, but he'll be happy to have met you when he grows up. I smiled, but only on the outside. Inside, I just wanted to finish this and leave with the photo. That odd little boy gave me a bad feeling. Was he a little sussy? He's a handsome boy. I'm sure he'll be a great person. I don't want to bother you. Sometimes I hear things. I have medication, fine. I swear. I don't want you to think badly of me. It's just that I have medication thanks to the social program you started for that. I'm truly grateful. Please don't let that take it away. My work alone isn't enough. I don't think badly of you. I find it brave that you keep going with the condition. You represent much more than you think. That's why I created this aid and others. These people really think that people like me do this for them, for their well-being. Their naivety is funny, but if I benefit and somehow the people also are better off, well then, better, it's a 2-for-1. Not that I care, but if we all win at least in the short term. The stew smell had already seeped through my clothes. It had a texture of something that wanted to forget itself. Top it off, I wasn't going home from here. I'd have to go to the meeting with this smell. Really, thank you so much for this. I didn't expect it. Thanks to you, my mother says never to trust the powerful, that they funded wars and misery, but I always believed in you. Jaslyn Soul, what up? How's it going? Good morning to you. I value that very much. It means more than you can ever imagine. It meant nothing to me, but the emotion in her voice was so genuine that for a second I almost respected her. Would you like some more? You want some more? Ice always chilling. Not another spoonful, please. I felt my stomach protesting in silence. The boy put down the spoon and got off the chair without saying a word and walked towards the hallway. You know, like some people excuse themselves, chat. Where are you going? I'm going to play. Oh, his name's Tom? Don't you want to stay for the photo? He didn't answer. He disappeared around the corner. Great. Just when the kid left, the perfect touch of family image had vanished. I'll have to ask them to say she's a single mother with a weird kid who didn't want to be in the photo. Honestly, unbelievable. It doesn't matter. We can do it anyway. What matters is your presence. Yes, of course. Such a shame. He would have liked to be in it. I doubt it. That boy seemed more interested in talking to his toys than the world. Rebecca stood up and went to get a handkerchief. She wiped her face and fixed her hair in front of a small mirror hanging by the fridge. Is this spot okay? Yes, right there, on your left side, please. I pulled a phone from my pocket. Everything was already set. She smiled and eagerly, eyes damp as if they were the greatest achievement of her life. Though she tried to hide. Hide it, what? Hide it. Okay. Smile. The photo is to show that the real change starts with the people like you. That we're truly helping. Click. Click, clack, mes amis. One shot was enough. Her smile, the shabby background, and the nature's lighting and meat in the foreground. Emotional marketing 101. Even the most educated and professional people would buy it. It's sussy, chat. Did it turn out okay? Perfect. Your essence comes through, and that's worth more than 1,000 words. She smiled as if she had just touched the sky. I don't want to take more of your time. I know you carry a country on your shoulders. You already do more than the president. And people like you help me carry it. Thank you for not forgetting about us. I would never do that. It's my vocation. I smiled one last time, the political smile, the one I had practiced in the mirror since I was 25. I took my jacket, thanked her again, and walked her out the door as if I had really done something important. And in some way, I had. Not only did I get my campaign photo, but the woman, she felt happy. I did a good deed, almost without meaning to. Anyway, let's get back. Secretary. Sir, representatives already in the meeting room. They insist they don't want to wait any longer. Let's see if I can do shouties here. Of course they don't want to wait. Their tongues are burning to say everything is wrong as if they weren't part of the decay. And on top of that, there's a journalist too. Oh, snap, chat. Here we go. We entered the room with a firm step, the economic report under my arm. Everyone looked at me with expectation or venom, depending on which side they were on. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's get straight to the point. The quarterly balance showed a deficit of 6 percentage points. The monetary issuance was high, but necessary to sustain the social programs that keep our people afloat. Whoosh, snap. And how long do you plan on playing Robin Hood with the economy? The country is sinking while you hand out money like electoral candy. Ha, ha, ha. Isn't that what they all do, chat? Until those at the bottom can eat without asking permission from those above. In fact, I just came from seeing a woman who, thanks to us, has her medication for a psychiatrist. And in the meantime, inflation takes away the few cents you give them. It's a tickling. Oh, it's a ticking time bomb. Don't you see? You're the one making them poor and more dependent on the ones above. Sometimes you have to blow up the old system to build a new one. That's what I feel like this is going on in the streamiverse, chat. The problem is you keep protecting the banks, the multinationals. You print money, but don't whatever the word was. I print what I need to buy time, and time is power. You should know that. No, the real power is in the market, and you're destroying it. Companies are shutting down, moving production abroad, leaving people unemployed. This province is no longer attractive. Woo! The market never cared about the people I do, and even if it's just so they vote, it's still more than you would have ever done. Your policies are leading us to collapse. Businesses are shutting down. Investment is dead. And on top of that, president is aligning with your ways. Then that explains to me how there is more consumption than ever. People spend because they feel there's a future. Because I give it to them. Bread for today. Hunger for tomorrow. But it's true. At least you give them something. More than what you promised and never delivered. You really make me laugh. How were we supposed to deliver when during our government, your little group never stopped striking, using the poor people as a cannon for fodder? Ooh. That's your problem for not knowing how to handle yourself politely. Oh, politically. Whoops. Besides, you're all just as guilty as I am in this decay. Left, right, you all answer to the same interest, don't you? And so the session went on, me dodging their loaded questions, attacking whatever I could. I felt like a cage full of animals fighting each other. Disgusting. Ugh. Besides, I'll keep filling my pockets for me and my children's future. I don't care how many I have to starve for it, or what have these puppets say to me. Puppets? Shall I prepare for the press release? Hell yeah. Yes, say it was a day of consensus with commitment from all parties for national well-being. A lie, but it sounds believable. I stay alone for a few seconds, watching the smoke of a burnt-out cigarette in the ashtray. The same thing happens with this country. It burns slowly, but it never stops. But I wasn't alone for long. Did you forget something, or did you come to convert me to Holloway's Marxism? I didn't even convince you. I came to tell you what no one dares to say to your face. Damn hypocrites. That sounds interesting. Go ahead. You pretend to be the savior of the poor, but you're the same as the others, just better disguised. You hand out subsidies, but never touch the root. This system stays the same. I have no calling to be a martyr. Changing the system as a root only works if you're willing to burn yourself alive in the process. They wouldn't let you. And if you take off the ideological blindfold, the system works. We are all parasites of that ruin. Or that ruin it. So you admit all this theater that you're a thief? Bum, bum, bum. Of course it's theater, but the people need fiction to bear reality. The harsh truth of a perfect society doesn't exist. That there will always be hunger, crime, and misery. That's true, chat. I believe that too, unfortunately. To greater or lesser degrees, but perfection doesn't exist. One day your script won't be enough to justify the disaster you're creating. He's just fueling the pot. Or stirring the pot. And on that day, you won't be alive to say I told you so. An awkward silence fell, but I didn't get upset. It was worth it. If you're gonna knock on my door, bring something new. I memorized your speeches already. The other two candidates are more interesting than you. The only one who will vote for you is your mother. Is your mommy? And who records you? Who holds you accountable? No one. That's why I'm still here. I left him talking to himself. I opened the door without looking at him and walked out. I signaled my secretary to escort him out of my office. Better not risk him stealing something on top of it. Finally, home after such an exhausting day. Nothing better than resting in my place. I don't know why, but for the very first moment I saw this house, it gave me a strange feeling. He's got a BMW. I loved it. That's why I bought it. But every time I see it, it gives me a chill for some reason. Did somebody die in there? Maybe because it's the fruit of my so-called work. Because I know how it was financed. Or maybe just the structure itself. But anyway, I won't overthink it. I hope Anna has dinner ready and the kids are already asleep. Do they want bow chicka bow wow time? You arrived just when I was about to scream. Your son won't eat or speak. He's unbearable. Perfect. Just what I needed to end the day. Good evening to you two, dear. Always so charming. I'm fed up, Ivan. I'm tired of fighting alone. You're never here, and when you are, it feels like you're just passing through. You have time for a divorce. And we can't hire a maid because you're a stupid public image. She was right. The house is cursed somehow. And one of those curses is me. Don't start, please. I'm exhausted and have no energy for your complaint. Don't bother. Mom, he only cares about the people outside. His precious people. Just part of the secretary. Oh, part of the scenery. Watch your mouth. I'm your father. David Jr. But you're never here. So you're not. You only show up when it's time to pose for a photo or give some cheap speech. I took a deep breath and stared at him. He was my son, but I couldn't help seeing him as a threat to my image, to my power. What if he grew older, he spoke on television, or worse, on social media? Not social media, chat. I see adolescence also brings insolence. Better shut up and go to your room. Gladly, I don't want to have dinner with someone who doesn't even know how old I am. I told you you're losing him, Ivan. But of course, you've been lost for a long time already. I found a drawing of knives and blood in his room. He's always did things like that, but at this age, and the little one, at least he doesn't shout. Dad, we made a drawing at school. It was of the family. I drew you with a suit and a crown since you're the governor. The teacher said it was nice. Aw. I looked at him, so innocent, so easy to manipulate. That's why I loved him. And that's why I feared he'd grow up. They all do. Thank you, son. I'll put it in my office. He still admires you? Enough, Anna. Give me dinner or leave me alone. I've had enough politics for one day. This isn't politics, Ivan. This is your family. But it seems you don't even care about us anymore. I sat at the head of the table and the plate was served home-cooked food. It smelled good, but tastes of defeat, of routine. Let's eat. Tomorrow we'll see. And I chewed in silence. I thought of the next move of what was coming, of how not to lose control, nor my image. Are you gonna stay like that all night? Like what? We want some bow chicka bow wow time? With that funeral face? Although after that dinner, I'm just processing the day and what's coming. I know there's not much left before the elections and I'm not gonna run for president. Besides, tomorrow, David's matter, right? First thing tomorrow. Yes, I have to go to the nursing home. I have visited him in weeks and he's already 96? Damn! I can tell you don't want to. You always come back with that look after seeing him. That's sad. It's not easy seeing him deteriorated with that lost gaze. Sometimes he doesn't even recognize me. And when he does, he only complains. He's a strong man. He taught me to be tough, not to care about anything, to be ambitious, and seeing him like this now. He's your father, Ivan. He won't be around much longer. Maybe you should listen to him at least one more time. He's not the best person, but he's changed since I've known him. Listen to what? I did everything wrong? That politics is for lowlives? There is no other way to get rich? I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing. Does it happen with your children? After the nursing home, I have to go to the TV station. Yes, your favorite show where everyone applauds even if you say the sun is square and wear those medallions. I have to talk about the reform. Now let me say whatever I want. It's propaganda disguised as an interview. And the models, why do you care? Anyways, and are you gonna lie like always? He's a puppet. I don't lie. I simplify. The whole truth is useless to anyone. I sweeten people's ears. And who do you serve? Everyone, dear. Myself, you, the kids, even the country, if you like. You know what pisses me off the most? You're good. You're good at lying. It's so good that sometimes I forget and I believe you're paraphrasing. That's what makes me useful. People don't want truth, they want certainty. Even if they're built on mud. And we're the mud, aren't we? This house, your children, and me. Don't say that. I'm here. If I'm here, it's because of what? Because you have nowhere else to sleep? Because you've got a sexy woman at your side? Silence grew heavy, but she didn't leave. She didn't turn her face. She just looked at me, waiting for something. Tell me something real, Ivan. Just one thing. Something that isn't calculated. I froze for a few seconds, thoughtless. Her questions caught me off guard. I'm tired. It was the only thing that came out, and for some reason it seemed to be enough. Me too. We stayed like that face to face, worn out, but still there. And then maybe we can pretend this still means something, at least for one night. She came closer slowly. Not like someone seeking love, but someone trying not to break what little was left. That fragile air. Anna. Don't say anything. Just don't be a politician for a while. Her lips touched mine, whipped without strength, like a memory, like an excuse. Ooh. The rest was almost automatic, like we knew each other by heart. Every gesture, every caress, but there was no passion, no desire, only the need to not sleep completely alone. She closed her eyes. I stared at the ceiling, and while the body moved closer by inertia, tomorrow I had to see David. I had to smile on television. I had to be many things for everybody. And there I was, being nothing to the only person who had ever believed I was sincere. She smiled, but I knew it was forced. that it didn't satisfy her. My head was racing. And she no longer stirred anything in me. Harvey, what up? Then we slept, embraced, or it seemed from the outside, but inside each of us slept. And as I always dreamed of power, even though I no longer knew why I wanted it. The nursing home smelled of bleach, old clothes, and disgusted death. Oh, disguised death. It was a place where time moved slowly and everyone waited for the same thing, the end. I walked through the silent hallways, dodging empty stares and labored breaths. A nurse guided me to his room. Harvey, what up? There was David, sitting by a window with his sunlight striking his wrinkled face. I still had that visible scar on his forehead. He still had that visible scar on his forehead. The eternal reminder of war he never fully told me about. Hi, Dad. Ivan, I thought you wouldn't be coming anymore. Though I don't blame you, I wouldn't come to see me either. You know, I got a lot on my plate. Ah, yes, the kingdom of smoke and promises. Ruling without believing in anything. He laughed without strength. His eyes were still sharp, but his body was a shadow on what it once was, still holding his biting replies. The doctors say there's not much left to do. Kidney failure, cognitive decline, the full package. Damn. Next time you come, maybe I won't even remember you. Maybe you'll see me in a coffin. Although maybe that's for the best. That's so sad, chat. Don't say that. Why not? It's the truth. And no one has time for truths anymore. At least all of you. I sat across from him. His body was defeated by time, but his voice still carried the firmness that terrified me as a child. When he brought the belt out, or the wooden spoon. Just joking, chat. David had lived through everything. He had been a miner, a boss, a fighter, an illegal trader, a millionaire, an exile, a widower, a father. He had lost his first son to an illness, but his wife, when soldiers razed his village, he remarried and had me, but that woman died in childbirth. Since then, he only grew harder. I used to admire him. Do you need anything? I can talk to the doctors to see if there's, some experimental treatments. I don't need anything, maybe just to finally die. Oh, I only came to tell you something before I forgot it myself. Not much. What about you? I'm listening. You're an idiot. He said it without hatred, as if it were a statement, a cold observation in reality branded in fire. Thanks for your usual tenderness. If those aren't your last words. You were always a weasel, not a killer or a monster, because at least the killer has a real motive. Just small, lazy, soft inside, and hungry for applause. Sounds like you're projecting? No, not at all. I always knew I was a bastard, but at least I was honest. I didn't sell the illusions. I did my business. I harmed who I had to. I even killed those who deserved it. But face to face, like a man. You would never be a killer. You would never face anyone. You live off lies, not as a strategy, but because you don't know how to live any other way. And like I said, because you're lazy, you never wanted to work, and the state gave you everything you wanted. Money, cheap applause, and not working. This is why I don't want to see him. Deep down, I know he's right. Maybe he's a bastard, but he's my father, and he knows how to read people. He knows me. He knows what I am deep down. He's the only one who manages to tear off my mask and see me for what I am. I've built a government. I excused myself. No, you've built a facade. One where you're the protagonist, the savior, the exemplary husband. But deep down, you're alone. You're the only one. You're the only one making easy money? You're the one saying all that because you're sick. You don't mean it seriously. I say it because I don't have much time and I refuse to die without telling you. You won last time. You're a coward hiding behind the state because it's easier than earning a living like a man. Like a manly man. That's what you think of me? I figured as much. That's what I always knew. But I kept quiet because I thought at least you'd have the courage to evolve. But you never did. Maybe my frail dead son would have had more guts if he had grown up. He shifted with difficulty. His body trembled, but not from fear, from old age, from that unbeatable enemy. Be careful, Ivan, because the one day you'll wake up and not even you will know who you really are, if it hasn't happened already. I made the enemies of my life, but they respected me. They feared me because that I could beat them. Whether in the mental or the physical arena. I destroyed men with words, with fists, with weapons. They don't fear you, they don't believe you, and they don't know you manipulate. Your enemies won't hesitate to strike if you ever push too far. I stayed silent. I couldn't answer anymore. There was no argument, no clever phrase. We gotta think of one, chat. He looked at me as if he had already buried me, as if I were a walking corpse, while in that moment he felt more alive than I did. Rest, Dad. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not that dead yet. I stood up and left. I didn't look back, but his voice kept echoing in my head. And for that first time in years, I felt fear, not of losing power, but of having it for nothing. That my father might have been right. Usually parents are. The TV program, a nest of cockroaches that I might agree on with my opposition. The journalist had no flags. Whoever pays better, is that where his political opinion lies? I've found where to make money and stuck with it. I know people who truly do politics out of conviction, but the journalist has nothing. He's just a spokesperson for whoever fills his pocket at the moment. Journalist, shall we begin? Everything's ready, Governor. Go ahead. Good evening. Welcome to a new edition of Direct Vision. Tonight, we have with us the Governor Ivan Rothstein to discuss his ambitious structural reform. Thank you for the invitation. It's always a pleasure to clarify ideas in a serious space. And as that, we speak contrast. Tonight, we're also joined by a very well-known opposition figure. I knew it before he said it. I felt a chill down my spine. It was a trap! Harvey, it's a trap. We welcome the economist and leader of the Nationalist Party, Mr. Dario Miller. Miller, the vulture in a suit. It looks like his twin, chat. I showed no expression. I just turned slowly and greeted him with a perfectly calculated smile, as if I had known he was coming. It was a trap. It was a setup. Thank you for the invitation. It's always an honor to debate with someone so equivalent as the governor. The honor is mine, as I always enjoy an exchange of ideas, even if I already know the fallacies I'll hear. The program began with formality numbers and technicalities and measured phrases. Then it grew more tense. What you propose is not a reform. It is organized looting, tracking from the working sector to sustain a clientelist machine. I support those you forgot. I don't take from them. I return what is denied to them for decades. Earth, what up? Can't go back to sleep. Monster in your closet? What do you mean? And you do with inflation, with unbacked printing. You do with results because no matter how much it hurts you, people prefer a plate of food over an empty promise of non-existent futures? What kind of monster? Gentlemen, let's remember this is a space for dialogue. Dialogue that's a trap dressed up with lights and makeup. I came here to talk about my reform, about my plans for the presidency. You keep smiling as if this were natural, admirable. The tension grew, but I didn't show a single crack. The debate went on with interruptions, sharp glances, and veiled remarks, all under the facade of a technical discussion. The broadcast ended, the camera shut off, but the tension lingered in the air like an invisible gas. Can you give me a minute with the journalist, please? I'm gonna lurk while you play No Man's Sky. That's what's up. Enjoy. Well played. What do you mean you handled everything with elegance? Don't ever set me up like this again without warning. This has a price. I came here expecting something else. We're just doing our job. No! You sell air, and today you sold it at a high price. I'll make you lose this job, I swear! You just made yourself an enemy who never forgets. And do you think you're the only one with power in this country? Be careful. Who you cross, Governor? More people are watching than you think. Don't underestimate. If you're so unsure of that, you'd better have someone backing you when I start speaking for real. When this time comes, show you who's in charge, you'll need something solid behind you. I stepped closer and looked him in the eyes, not with fury, but with calm that comes before a storm. There's careers that end without a sound, and you're one step away. And there are masks that will fall when you least expect it. Yours is cracking. And be careful if you keep talking like this, because you won't just lose the mask, Governor. Governor. Enough. This is leading nowhere. Did you come to enjoy your trap, Miller? I came to stop you from burying yourself. This wasn't personal, it was necessary. I don't care about leaving you jobless, Ivan. I just want to stop the destruction you leave behind. It was a shadow. It was a show set up. And not even you believe you actually care. It was politics I played on your own field. You know how this game works, Ivan. And these elections are mine. I'll do whatever it takes to remove you, whatever it takes. He wants to delete them, chat. Damn, those are fighting words. You won't take me down, not with the bot press, not with the recycled speeches. We'll see. You no longer control the narrative like before. People are starting to see through questions to compare. A lie like yours doesn't last long. And I have the support of who runs the whole game. And what do you give them? The illusion of order? A fake morality? I give them a way out. You lock them in promises, and I will open the door. And when they walk through, they'll see that the door only leads to another alley. Is that true, chat? Maybe, but at least they won't be trapped in your theater, a fate farce created by a man like God, whose time is running out. And he turned and left without another word, leaving me there amongst dim light and cold cameras. Rage rose inside me like a slow fire. The program, my father's words, everything piled up. It wasn't fear, it was something deeper, as if something inside me had come to crack. As if the script, for the first time, no longer answered to my voice. Amira, sir? That's the chick! I turned when I heard that voice. It was familiar, and I saw her. A beautiful young woman. Model, maybe? 24, looking at me with concern. Her eyes honest, something I haven't seen in a long time. Hello, do I know you? Not directly, I'm a model. My name is Amira. I came as a guest for the show. I was watching from behind the set, and I just wanted to ask if you're all right. You look unsettled. Her tone surprised me, soft and considerate, without that fake enthusiasm I knew by heart. I'm fine. It's just been a long day. I could tell since you look composed. Not everyone handled ambush like that with such control. Practice makes the man, or hardens him. We held each other's gaze a second longer than we should have. She was beautiful, young, intelligent, calculating. I knew the moment I saw how firmly she held my eyes, firmly more than those two other buffoons had managed. And yet I wanted to be with her, not for love, not for deep desire, but for what she represented: youth, vitality, validation. Things I was losing and terrified me. And were you invited on as a model or as something more? A style and opinion segment? They wanted a young voice, not they don't really care what we say, only how we look while saying it. Politics works the same way. I know, that's why I wanted to greet you. You know how to manage your image, and that deserves respect. I admire that. Another pause, another smile that looked sincere, but with an edge behind it. Do you have a card or contact in case something comes up later? I do value the voice of a young woman interested in moving forward. Maybe a new secretary, chat? Of course. I think he's gonna cheat with her, that's what I'm saying. She pulled out her phone and with a quick move gave me her number, her digits. I felt a slight vertigo, as if we were standing at the edge of something I knew all too well. I thought of Anna as our houses, our children, of what pretended every night. It was a pleasure, Amira. Have a good night. That's lust right there, chat, at its finest. You too, Mr. Rothstein. I walked away without looking back, but with her number saved in my phone, like a half-open door, I knew I should never cross. He's married, chat. Dun, dun, dun. I returned to my office without a word. The city kept turning outside, but inside those walls, the world was different. The dark wood, the dim lights, the silence, all smelled of accumulated power. The kind I dreaded losing. Sorry for the late hour, Mr. Rothstein. Go ahead, dear. What you requested has arrived. The campaign money, all the cash, just as you asked. Money, 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 money. In cash? Yes, sir. Public funds reallocated under your order to avoid quick hands, as you put it. Looked at her for a few seconds, always so efficient, so obedient. She knew she couldn't ask questions, and if she did, she also knew there would be no answers. She's excellent at her job. I don't know if it's out of ambition or need, but she's the person I trust the most in this world. Leave it there. You can go now, and thank you. Of course. Have a good night. The briefcase sat on the table, black, elegant, heavy, and beautiful. I opened it slowly and stared. Stacks of bills perfectly ordered like soldiers ready to die for whoever owned them. And all mine! Well, not entirely, but they were under my control. My fingers slid over them like someone caressing a lover. Money from the people, from the masses, from the fools. I could retire tomorrow, flee to a country with no extradition, with my diplomatic passport, and live amongst beaches, pina coladas, and women. Aruba, maybe? I always wanted to go there. Or could I return it all and do the right thing? Be the hero of the headlines and say I gave it back. The campaign money that I wouldn't spend a single coin on it. And the publicity could take care of itself. I laughed just a little. Be a hero for whom? For the same ones who spit on me? If I don't give them what they want? For the voters who change loyalty like switching channels? No! I owe them nothing. They vote on whims of fanaticism. They just want to suffer, just fight, when. Or I could use it for blackmail, photographs, recordings, secrets. Each bill has a silent bullet, one I gladly fire at those insolent journalists or my opponents. Or simply keeping it, put a small part in the campaign, cook the numbers, and stash the rest under the bed just because I can, because no one, absolutely no one, will stop me. And I only have to wait with this money, with this city in the palm of my hand. There is no ideology, no homeland, only power, and it's mine! I locked the briefcase away in a cabinet, but not because I feared it would be stolen. I did it for the thrill of knowing it was there, hidden, waiting for me to decide which war I'd send it to. Dad? His voice pulled me out of the trance. I turned slowly, locking the cabinet as if nothing had happened. What are you doing here? Mom said it was time for dinner, and I came to get you. Well, he looked angry, Chet. I looked at him. He was angry. Not scarred. Not confused. I saw the briefcase. I saw your face. What are you doing with that money, Dad? That money isn't yours, right? That's none of your business. You wouldn't understand yet. This is for you. Not my business is the people's money. For the people who trusted you. Do you not think I don't see what they say about you on the internet? On the interweb? Trust, such a naive word. They do not, or they do it because they have no other choice. I thought you wanted to change things once. I thought you really wanted to fix this country like you told me. And now what? Are you going to steal everything? Don't say nonsense. This money goes wherever it's needed to go, and you should be grateful. You have food on the table thanks to me. for, Dad? To your pockets or to another light show like today? I told you it's not your problem. Oh, you think I didn't see today? You made a fool of yourself. You didn't even know how to excuse your crime. Silence! My voice thundered in the office louder than I intended. He didn't move. He just stared at me as if he was seeing something that had always been there and now understood. Mom was right. You're never really yourself. I don't even know you. Watch what you're saying. And if I don't, are you going to make me your enemy too? Public enemy number one. My son, my blood, looking at me as if I were a monster. And the worst part, I couldn't deny what he saw was real. Oh yeah? Because the journalists published your threats everywhere. You're already trending topics. What? And that is the last straw. Don't you start too. Start, Ivan. This started years ago. It's just now the root rot is finally showing. Not only at home, but everywhere. I don't have to justify myself to you. Oh, of course not. You never justify anything. You just order, manipulate, yell. Now you steal. You've always done it, but never this blatantly. You disgust me. I wish you were dead. His voice split the air like thunder. A scream, not of anger, but of pain. He looked at me with the tears held back, but they didn't fall. He walked away quickly, but firmly. I was left paralyzed. The silence he left was worse than any insult. That was your son. Do you realize that? He doesn't understand. Nobody understands what I carry. I have an ungrateful family. You don't carry anything. You step on everyone, so you don't have to carry anyone. And I won't be a part of that anymore. You could trample the country, but not your family. Are you going to run away too? Like him? No. I don't run away, dear. I decide. And I've decided that tonight, you're going to sleep here. Here? Yes, with your desk, your folders, and your little bills. Anna, don't call me that. Not today. And don't follow me. She looked at me one last time, cold, but not from lack of emotion, from cold, from dignity and self-respect. I'm taking our children. I won't let them keep breathing this poison. When this all comes to light, they won't even be able to go out in the street. I don't want that life for them. Our house is no longer a home. It's your rotten throne. And you think I care? Take them. Take everything. I bought that house. The door closed without violence. Anna would never lower herself. But it was more brutal than any slam. And I stayed there, alone, with my office, with my paper, and with my little bills, all night long. Who needed them? Better, more power for me. The sunset light filtered through the windows like a crucial reminder that the world kept turning. I had slept in the office amongst crumpled papers and sticky silence, only out of respect for what Anna once was, me sleeping where she told me to. Now I was alone, at home, no voices, no footsteps, no familiar sound. And it didn't hurt that much. Not completely. It wasn't my family that hurt. It was the scandal that broke out. The news sites were already talking about the journalist video, the threats, the gestures, the tone, all edited to make it look worse. Anna was gone, the kids too, and yes, something weighed on my chest, but it wasn't guilt. What was it, chat? It was rage. Who the hell does that journalist think he has to play with me like that? How many votes will it cost me? The campaign was supposed to run like a train, unstoppable. But now the locomotive was wobbling. I needed to think, or rather, I needed not to think. I sat on the couch, grabbed my phone, unlocked it, and saw her number. Amira. The young beauty, firm, fresh, distant from all the misery, a girl full of life. I dialed without thinking too much. Honestly? Hello? Hello, Amira? This is Ivan. Am I interrupting something? A little. I was finishing a session, but it's a pleasant surprise to hear from you, Governor. I just wanted to hear a different voice, something less contaminated. And I'm not interesting. I heard about what happened. You're many things. Some I haven't discovered yet, but I hope you don't believe the cursed press spreading those lies. Well, Governor, if you keep this up, I think you're flirting with me or offering me a political position. After she said that, I heard her little laugh. Part of me wanted to silence her because she was mocking me, but another part wanted her in my bed. Well, chicka bow wow. Even more. And what if I was doing? Then I'd have to decide if I like it or if it benefits me. Not everything in life is about convenience. For someone like you, it is. But go on. What if you stop by my place? Nothing formal, a drink, a chat, a promise not to talk about politics? He just wants to have regular convo, chat. Sounds tempting. Then say yes, and that's it. I don't like insistent men. And I don't like games. Yet here we are, both lying to each other, aren't we? Against experts. There's not much you can do. Silence a second. Then her tone shifted just slightly. All right, I'll come by, but only for a little while. A little while will be enough. I hung up with a smile I hadn't felt in days. Something was stirring again. And it wasn't guilt, it was something else. The doorbell rang on time. I got up without hurry. I already knew who it was. I opened the door with the same measured smile I used during the campaign. Punctuality, a rare virtue in someone young, and a curtsy even rather in someone older. Welcome, come in. She walked in as if she already knew the place. She looked around, analyzing without showing it. For someone so young, she had seemed 1,000 things. Nice house. Simple, maybe a bit empty. It has its good days. Today isn't one of them. My family's gone. Sometimes what's empty isn't the place, but the person living in it. That's why you're here, to fill it a little. I pointed to the couch. She sat down gracefully, never taking her eyes off me. A drink? One? Yes, I haven't decided if you deserve to, Governor. A forced smile. This girl was getting on my nerves with her remarks. I walked to the bar, poured us both some whiskey, and handed her the glass. Two wrong choices that bring us to interesting places. I'll drink to that. We drank in silence for a few seconds, then chatted pleasantly for a while. Then I leaned closer with a measured calm. And that book blew my mind because in the sequel, the protagonist goes from being a nobody to becoming the king. And all because he saved his people from the plague. But the plague didn't seem to be controlled by nature alone, not even by humans. She told me about a fantasy book about a society connected through the roots, and a few other intelligent species were the only ones not connected. A plague spread through those roots, killing everything until a poor, honest boy and a rebellious princess managed to stop it. Nonsense in my eyes, so I quickly cut the conversation short. Want me to show you the house? Is that an offer or an excuse? It's whatever you want it to be. She stood up slowly, said nothing, just nodded and followed me. We entered the bedroom. No, chat. The light was dim, warm, different from the rest of the house. She stopped at the doorway, observed everything without haste. So this is your true place? Here no one sees me, no one judges me. Anna used to sleep in another room. Anyways, are you sure no one sees you? I'm already here. She stood there watching the room with that calm of hers that was starting to feel unsettling. I didn't think you'd invite me into this part of your castle so quickly. Not all castles are from fairy tales, nor do all kings know how to rule. She turned, walked slowly towards the wardrobe, running her fingers lightly along the edge as if marking territory. She leaned against it with a faint smile, crossed her legs naturally, glass still in the hand. Turn around. What? Just do it. Trust for a second. Forget the political chase. She's gonna like put an outfit on. I hesitated. I never like giving my back to someone, but something in her voice, that mix of sweetness and challenge, pushed me to yield. I turned slowly. The silence weighed like a lead in the air. When I turned back, she no longer had the glass in her hand. She was leaning against the wardrobe in a blatantly sensual pose. Her gaze was direct, no masks in that lingerie. Everything invited me to be with her. It felt forbidden, but Anna wasn't here anymore. She barely bit her lower lip like someone pretending to be innocent. But who knows exactly what she's doing, chat. I moved closer slowly without words. Our lips met in a tense kiss. Slow at first. Her hands rested on my chest, soft at first, then firm. She controlled the rhythm, though pretending. She played at giving in, but every move was calculated, studied. She wasn't a girl to be dazzled by just anyone. Governor, you'll see how I rule my castle now. My hand slid down her waist. She whispered something I didn't catch, and then I heard it. A faint click, subtle but unmistakable. I pulled back, slightly confused. She was holding a phone, the camera still open. Her smile was no longer playful, it was triumphant. Thank you for the moment, Governor. She was a sneaky. What are you doing? A simple precaution, let's call it power insurance. Are you going to blackmail me? I don't like that word. I prefer advantageous negotiation. The image on the phone was clear. Her in my bedroom against the wardrobe, my face, my hands, my desire, all captured in a single instant. Me kissing her neck while she wore an expression of discomfort, an excellent actress. She outplayed me. Your wife left last night and no one really knows why. I can give them a reason, a story, an ending with a name, a body and a time. You're playing with fire, and you're playing with someone who knows very well how to ignite it. I felt something crack inside me. It wasn't ordinary anger. It was denser, deeper. Everything that I've been holding back now stirred like a volcano. The journalist scandal, Anna's betrayal, my son, unjustified hatred. And now this? My fists clenched on their own. My jaws tightened. She didn't move. She just looked at me as if she knew she had control. I took a step closer. She noticed. No, don't come closer. Another step. She backed away, frightened, seeing my blind eyes. She was no longer the confident woman who played with my silences. I said, no, don't come closer. No, listen to me. There's nothing you can do now. Your image is destroyed. This isn't about me anymore. It's about you. Don't do something that will also ruin your life. Another step closer. She tried to slip away around the small room, but there was no way out. You're not bad, Ivan. You're not the killer. No, I'm not. But I was thinking it. Cornered, my breath heavy, my heart pounding in my ears. And then she did it. She grabbed the desk lamp with both hands to strike me. She raised her arms in desperation. Darkness fell in an instant. The blow was sharp, cruel, without echo. The silence that followed was worse than any scream. I saw her there, her body collapsed, head twisted. An unnatural angle, blood pooled beneath the fallen lamp, her phone still lit behind her, showing that disgusting image of me, a line trailing from her hair. She didn't move. She didn't breathe. It was an accident. I don't know what really happened, but the lamp ended up on her head, not mine. There was no struggle, no witness. There was only me and Amira's body and the act itself. The room shrank, the air turned dense. My legs trembled, not from effort, from fear. Not for her, she was already dead. For me, Because David was right. Because my father was right. I am not a killer. Or so I thought. But now, what am I? A coward who went too far. A fool who didn't know when to stop. A man who crossed a line with no way back. I cried, not from sadness, not from guilt. I cried for having no answers, for having no control. I cried for what was coming. What was I going to do with the body? What would I say? How could I explain? How could I live knowing this woman's echo would haunt me forever? No one must know. No one. That's the only thing clear to me. And yet, I couldn't move. An hour? Maybe more? The sun outside kept on its path. Time indifferent. Me, a governor, a father, a traitor, now also a murderer. And that can't be erased. For people checked so many boxes for hell. I walked down the stairs with the same slowness as a prisoner heading towards the wall. I didn't know what I was going to do. I only knew I had to do it fast. I sat in the kitchen with the lights off. Only the faint hum of the fridge filled alongside my thoughts. My hands rested still on the table, but my mind kept spinning nonstop. A dead woman in the room. A campaign collapsing. A broken family. What was I supposed to do now? I thought about calling someone, seeking help, erasing everything. And then what? What if I left politics? What if I staged a robbery? What if? I sighed, closed my eyes. I needed a cigarette. I got up. I hadn't smoked in years. Anna had forbidden it. The kids frowned upon it. But now, who cared? I searched the drawers, coats, bags, nothing. Just a forgotten lighter. At that moment, I remembered. Of course. Money, always the solution. I'll get the briefcase and buy some cigarettes on the way. I opened the front door. The night air struck my face like a silent judgment. I left behind for a few seconds the house where I once raised a family, and that now held a corpse. I went back in quickly. Obviously, everything was empty. Luckily, far from the curious eyes. I looked for the briefcase, grabbed it quickly, and took it with me, still not knowing exactly what I'd use it for. But whatever it would solve things. Getting rid of the body, fleeing the country, buying the silence of journalists. Whatever it took. I walked down the deserted street. The streetlights were dim, as if the city itself wanted to avoid looking at me. The briefcase, the corpse, the payphone, the cell still unlocked. I thought about my secretary. What about whether to trust her with this too? What if she got scared? What if she talked? David would be disappointed. He always said it. You're not a killer, just a fool and a rat. And I did it. I killed her. It wasn't justice. It wasn't strategy. It was fear and desperation. I'm not a monster. I'm not a man either. Then I heard it. Ivan? I stopped. The world stopped with me. I turned slowly. The voice was low, dry. I couldn't clearly recognize the tone, though it sounded familiar. A hooded man about my height, motionless. He said nothing else. He just aimed. The barrel of the gun pointed straight at me, as if judgment had arrived without warning. My legs froze, my whole body, my mind. I wasn't thinking of Amira or Anna or my son. I was thinking of myself for what had left of me. Please. My voice came out broken, barely a whisper. My dignity had limits. No, not yet. I still have much to do. The hooded man didn't move, just tightened his arm, his finger already on the trigger. Wait! I can pay you. We can work this out. You don't know who I am. Silence. Fear consumed me. I couldn't help but wonder if I died. How would my story be told? Who would end up with the money? But above all, that someone had defeated me. Someone chose to kill me, knowing they'd walk away untouched by this scandal. And then the dull click of a decision echoed, leaving me with fear, terror, and one last question. Who was it? That was my story. And if you expected remorse, you chose the wrong grave. I'm not like that. I did what I had to, when I had to, how I had to. My mistake was trusting others. My son, Amira, even Anna. That cost me my life and my political career. Who would have thought, especially by someone it was impossible to deceive? But power that never failed me until I failed myself. Even so, someone managed to defeat me. I'll never know who. That is the price of defeat, and I accept it. My story has been told. The ink has already dried. Now it's your turn to shine. As the judge, you are, of course. You'll take my virtues into account. Forgive him, reapproach him without punishment, or punish him, chat. What are we doing? Let me catch up on the chat. Hey, Enderman, what up? Love the outfit today. Thank you. Hope you're doing amazing. Welcome in, welcome in. Harvey says, hey, gorgeous. Here, Polyev will solve these problems, right? Not much. What about you? Steven says, sometimes you call your brother some mean names. Can't get back to sleep. Monster in your closet. Gonna lurk a while and play No Man's Sky. I hope you have a great time playing No Man's Sky, darts, spaghetti. Inflation hit desirable nation. Now it's 2 desirable pesos more for desirable wonton soup. King Enderman says, hey, desirable Y2PG. Love the outfit today. Thank you, thank you. And Harvey says, rest in peace, Mario Creator. What are we doing, chat? Do we forgive? Do we reapproach him without punishment, or are we punishing him? Punish them! I mean, he killed somebody, right? I think he should get punished. Just saying. Should we do a poll? You guys want to do a poll, chat? Who else did we have in here? Ice? Ice? There we go. Ice always chilling. Welcome to the stream. We appreciate being here with Zero the Bunny and Tough Mr. Dino. And everybody else in chat who's lurking and twerking. Today it says excellent, chat. We're not having no issues today. That's W. It's Mario, not Mario. Well, I say Mario. Harvey, what are we doing? Forgive him, reapproach him without punishment, or punish? What are we doing, chat? We'll do a poll. I'm gonna set up a poll on the Red app. Let me start a poll for us. What should we do?
Youth 666 became a member. Youth 666 celebrates 1 month of membership.
Woo! Thank you for being a member, UTF 66666. We appreciate it. Okay, what should we do? Forgive? Did we forgive and forget? Hold on. Reapproach him without punishment? Did I spell approach wrong? Hold on. APPROACH. Without punishment? Or punish? I want to be the punisher. Punish! Wait a minute, Harvey. I'm going to put the poll. Vote, 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 vote. Is the bot gonna work now? Let's see if the bot works. So if you guys want to vote, we are voting on the Red app, chat. I'm just gonna get my light. I'm gonna pick it up while y'all vote. Vote, vote, vote. Vote. Punish, punish, punish. Sacrifice. I think it's like an eye for an eye. Like if he killed somebody, he should be punished, right? What do y'all think, chat? Y'all think it's not? How would you want to? the deed that we're gonna do today is punish him. We're gonna be the Punisher, Desirable Punisher today. Are you guys ready, chat? We going in. Punish him. I knew this would come. I saw it in your eyes from the beginning. The indignation, the same look my son had before he left, and the same Amira had. I've only one thing to ask. Be efficient, please. Do we kill him? Or condemn him to oblivion? What? What kind of game is this, chat? I mean, if we kill him, are we just as bad though? Really? Or are we just getting, how do I say it? Or are we just getting, like, payback for Amira? What do we want to do, chat? Kill or condemn him to oblivion? What's oblivion mean? We send him to, like, hell? I need to, like, Google this. Hold on. When something or someone is consigned to oblivion, it means they have faded from memory or consciousness, like they've slipped into the shadows of forgetfulness. But oblivion isn't about forgetting. It can also represent lack of awareness or knowledge. Okay. I think we should just kill him. Are we killing? Darth says condemn. Okay, condemn it is, Darth. We're doing it for you. No, don't erase me. I am nothing without memory. Everything I did in my life was for this. I don't want to disappear. Ivan disintegrates, every trace of him erased from the world. You watch his desperate face slowly turn to dust. Another one bites the dust. His tomb disintegrates. No, my entire life. I was supposed to be a savior, a martyr. And you with your clouded judgment, you! His name, his crimes, his legacy, all vanish until nothing remains at all. There is no turning back. Everything went dark as soon as the judgment ended. And without knowing how you now stand at the edge of the dark, silent forest. In the distance, you see a faint light amongst the trees, a path, the way back, perhaps. Your steps crunch on the damp soil, and your thoughts are still trapped in what you did. Was it the right decision? Did you act out of emotion, out of logic, out of fear? Then you feel it, the presence, eyes fixed on you from the darkness. Hello again, Desirablebottom. I hope you haven't lost your way. You condemned him to oblivion. What a cruel fate for someone who lived for the spotlight, who only wanted to be the most important. Ivan would rather burn in public than be ignored in silence. In fact, he would have been happy to be remembered as a martyr. His image would have crumbled after his story ended. 2 scandals and a murder of a woman. And you snuffed him out like a nameless candle. I don't know if that's good because of what he would have hated the most, or bad because he his misdeeds also vanish into nothing. It all comes down to your perspective, Desirable. Perspective, you say. Morta says nothing more. She just turns and walks amongst the trees as if expecting you to follow. You know what this kind of reminds me of is when we played the anthology games and she's kind of like the guy. I regret it. I'm sure of what I did. I don't care, chat. I'm gonna put I'm sure of what I did. Confidence? Interesting. I trust you'll keep the confidence when you reach the end of this path. A judge of life must stand firm if they want to wish to move forward. Anyway, this is just the beginning. A harder choice may await ahead. Choose your next tomb, your next life. I'll be here. So, let's see who we're picking next. So I'm assuming each story is gonna be like 2 hours, maybe. So I'm just thinking if we should keep going or if we should pause, because we do have a YTPG group meeting today at 10. Starting in 52 minutes. So if y'all in the Discord and you want to check out your stats for the month or what you can work on, make sure to join us this morning at 10. We'll be in a Discord call. We'll be hanging out talking about stuff. And if people join, then we are going to go over your stats. And if you don't join, then, I mean, it'll be a short meeting. And we can get back to gaming and streaming. So, I'm just thinking of what we should do. Diddy-dum, diddy-do. You'd like a Discord invite? Is it gonna work? I don't think it's gonna work. Hold on a sec. Incoming. Usually that's supposed to work. I could give you that one though. Darth. That's what's up. Heyo. Welcome to the family and the YTPG families. It worked. W. Evil, what up? Good morning. How's it going? It's going well. No complaints. We're just here playing Luce Spenta, which is kind of like... So we picked the first grave, but it's gone now. So now we have Adrian's story to go over. We have Rebecca's story to go over. We have the silent child, or we have Amira's ghost story to go over. So I'm just debating if we should call it here, because in an hour we do have a meeting, our monthly meeting in the YTPG Discord. So if anybody wants to join us, they can do so. And like I said, we'll go over stats and what people can do to improve to, you know, make their channel a little bit better. Or like, you know, with the stats, it's a lot easier to guide people where they can improve, or like if they have to post more live content, VOD, shorts, things like that. So yeah, how are you? How was your work day? I hope everything went well. So Ivan was the last person. We banished him to oblivion. So his story just disappeared. So I'm kind of wondering, I don't think we made the right choice, because she's the one who died at his hand. So yeah, so I think what we're gonna do, maybe I'll call it here, and after the meeting we'll come back, chat. So if you enjoyed Facing the Dark with me today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the Desirable Nation. It's free and helps me keep bringing you more fear-filled adventures like Luce Spenta. Hit that notification bell so you never miss the next stream. And remember, the darkness is always closer than you think. So we are going to redirect, I think, on Wati. Oh. So we are, let me see if we could redirect to this person, since they are live. Grab your link. And we should be back maybe at 11, chat. Well, I'll give it an hour. If not, you'll see the notification on sooner. And what we'll do is we'll try and, I think, finish up the game either today, or we'll do... Yeah, maybe we'll see what the day brings. Maybe we'll try and finish up the what is it, 4 more graves? Yeah, we'll see what we'll do here. So let's go show this person amazing support from the communities. And then what we'll do is we'll get y'all to vote on who is next. So again, we have Adrian, we have Rebecca, the silent child, or Amira, who just died. We figured out how she died. So we'll get y'all to vote in the next video. Please make sure to comment in the comment section down below. Let me know who you want, like which story you want us to go next. Adrian, Rebecca, Silent Child, or Amira. And we'll see you in a couple of hours, like maybe 2 hours, I guess, because 9 to 10, 10 to 11, or maybe sooner, chat. Turn on those noties. Keep those noties on. And over here, we're going to see if we can also get... Raid out to somebody here.